What do you do when you really don't know what to do? Welcome to Full on Faith, y'all. I'm speaking to the people who really don't know what to do right now. Like, you have a situation or a decision to make and you just really don't know what to do or where to turn to. So I'm speaking to the people who really need to look to God today to figure out what they're supposed to do next. Making the right decisions can honestly be really hard. Like, I feel like everybody has been in some sort of position where you've had a decision to make and you just don't know what to do because you don't want to make the wrong decision, but you're unsure if what you're trying to do is the right decision. And it can be really confusing, really stressful, and honestly, like, really frustrating. And so a lot of times I feel like we have a hard time trying to figure out where to turn to, what to do, how to figure it out, and how to work through it. And that's where God your decisions. When you make God a part of your plans before you choose to do anything, He's always going to help you make the right decision. He's always going to help you make the right choice. He is going to guide you through your situation when you really don't know what to do. Not every choice is small. Not every decision is small. Like, sometimes there's going to be a decision that you're going to have to make that could change your whole entire life. And you want to know that it's the right decision before you do it. Like, who wants to make a life-changing decision that they don't feel confident in? Who wants to make a life-changing decision that they're not sure about? And like, that's where you have to go to God with it. You have to go to God and ask God to give you that clarity to be able to know that whatever you're doing is the right thing to do. And if it's not, leave me away from it. And if it's not, God, speak to me so that I can see what it is that you're trying to show me. God, speak to me in a way that you know that I'll hear you before I make a dumb decision that might mess everything up for me. Like, I need to go to God first before I do anything, because one wrong move can change a lot of things in your life. Granted, it's never nothing that we can't come back from, but like, who wants to take a complete detour that we weren't meant to make just because we didn't listen to God and we didn't come to God first before we made a decision for ourselves? See, when you go to God and you ask God to give you clarity for something, if you ask God to guide you on something, to lead you on something, to really speak to you on something, especially when you're really unsure, or if you're confused, or, if you just really need some sort of clarity before you make a decision on something, you also have to create a space to be able to actually hear Him when He's speaking to you. Like, when God is trying to speak to you, you have to make sure that you're creating space to be able to actually hear Him. Otherwise, He's going to be speaking to you and you're not going to be paying attention because you're too distracted by other things going on around you. For me personally, I'll say that looks like me just sitting in silence sometimes. I'll sit in silence. I'll pray and then I'll sit in silence, or I'll pray and then I'll watch a sermon on TV, or listen to a sermon online or something, just something so I can really just be surrounded by God's words and be able to just sit in it without being distracted by other things. And sometimes, like, I'll really just be able to really come to a better decision just through that, just through sitting in silence with God, just through praying through God, just through listening to a word that sometimes you might turn a word on that might seem completely random, but that word is directed exactly towards you. If you feel like you're really struggling to make a decision, like, go to God about it. Pray to God. Ask Him to give you that clarity. Ask Him to speak to you. Ask Him to guide you. Ask Him to lead you. And then create a space where you can actually hear His voice. And sometimes that might mean sitting and waiting on it for a minute. Like, God's not always going to speak to you right away, but He will speak to you at some point. He will speak to you when you really need Him the most. Like, God is going to come to you and He's going to give you that clarity. He's going to speak to you. And it might not be right away, but He will come to you. So give it time, be patient, and give it time to just sit on it, think on it, pray on it, and really go with what your heart is telling you to do. And whatever God places in your heart, that's what you should do. Take whatever God is telling you to do, and really, even if it's not something that you want to do, even if it's not what you want Him to tell you to do, even if it's not what you're expecting Him to tell you to do what He is guiding you to do. Sometimes God might lead us to do something that we might not want to do, but we might need to do it because it's what's best for us in the moment. What's best for us in the moment is going to be able to take us to where what's best for us overall long term, right? So sometimes God might lead you to do something that you don't really necessarily want to do at that time, but you might need to do it to be able to get to where you want to get to. You might need to do something that you don't want to do for the time being to get to the places that you and God talk about together. Not every situation or decision is meant to be hard, but you are meant to include God in everything that you do. God needs to be the center of everything that you do. So before you do anything, go to God about it, especially if you're feeling really conflicted or confused, or you just really don't know what to do with a situation or a decision or a move that you're trying to make. Like, go to God about it. And God is going to direct you. Like, God is going to speak to you. He is going to lead you to where it is that you need to be at. But you have to be able to create a space to actually be able to hear him and also be willing to listen to him as well. And also too, like, yes, you can go to people. Like, everyone has somebody that they go to when they need advice, right? If you're trying to figure something out, of course you're going to talk to one of your friends or one of your family members, and they're going to give you advice. Yes. And it's something to consider, but at the end of the day, you need to do what you feel like God is telling you to do, not what other people around you are telling you to do. Don't let anybody else try to lead you off the path that God has for you. At the end of the day, whatever God is telling you to do, that's what you need to stand on. So yes, it's okay to seek advice from people, but don't let them lead you. Let God lead you at the end of the day. And the advice that God gives you is going to be the best advice because he knows best. He knows what you need. So don't let the voices of other people distract you from what God is telling you. So if there's a situation that you've been struggling with, or a decision that you've been really going back and forth on, and you're just feeling confused, or you're feeling lost, and you feel like you need some guidance, you feel like you need that leadership to really get you to the right place, like you really are struggling to make the right decision, and you want to know that the decision that you make is the right decision and not the wrong decision, bring it to God. Pray to God about it. Ask him to give you that clarity. Ask him to tell you what the right answer is. Ask God to speak to you directly and make it so clear to you that you can't ignore it. Make it so blatant to you that you can't not see it or not hear it. Allow him to really speak to you in a way that you know that you'll be able to know that it's from him, and also create a space to be able to hear his voice, but also to be willing to listen to him and trust whatever it is that he's telling you to do. And I promise you will get through it, and we will make the right decision. We will. And I say we because I'm currently in this situation. We will make the right decision according to God's will, and according to what God is telling us to do. And even if it's not something that you want in the moment, just know that it's something that you need, and it's going to be a building block for what God really has next for you and the next phase that he has for your life. So I really hope that this message found you well. And I really hope that you take something from this today, and whatever you're going through, whatever you're dealing with, just know you're going to get through it and you're going to work it out. You and God are going to figure it out together. So go out there and have a blessed day, blessed night, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.